Hi, Walid. This is John Grimley. I'm the editor and publisher of Asia Law Portal, and I have Walid Arfush with me. He's an international media manager who served for over 10 years at Euronews TV channel. He created SN Media, which focused on strategic communications, media relations, crisis communications, intelligence services, and reputation management. Next week, I should say this week, you'll be participating in the Astana International Forum in Astana, Kazakhstan.
Yes.
Tell us more about the conference.
Well, basically, Kazakhstan they are trying to position the capital Astana as a capital of dialogues and where people can meet and discuss different important issues for globally. And this is gonna be the first kind of forum. So it's called Astana International Forum, and it's as an international community moves towards an era of growing polarization and geopolitical division. Kazakhstan is launching a new platform for dialogue. The Astana International Forum, in order to unite efforts to address key global challenges. And on the forum, there will be like international leaders coming, like the Emir of Qatar, the president of Kyrgyzstan, and lots of different leaders. And there will be different panels that they will discuss mainly climate changing, food, possible international crisis, and lots of different dialogues that they will try basically to have a new platform where different world leaders can meet.
Tell us more about the focus of the panel you'll be moderating.
Basically, the panel that I'm gonna moderate is maybe it's gonna be the only panel that is out of the frames of the forum itself. So it's gonna be about fake news and disinformation. As you might know yourself, you're an editor yourself, and you worked for years in this field. So as you might know, information today is becoming a part of our lives. If before it was a choice, buying your newspaper, then finding time to get your coffee, opening the newspaper, read it, and then at one time or another this will end and you go to continue your life. Today is totally different way of getting the information. You're getting the information you want it or not. We're getting the information in our pockets, and everybody wants to see what's going on. Very often you can even follow news that you're not interested in, but the way that you receive the news on your phone or your iPad makes you open and see what's going on somewhere in the world. Unfortunately, it's like my panel is about fake news, which also taking big part of the information that we're getting every day.
Yes.
And fake news today is becoming a thing. If before it was not very often, now it's like any news has every news has its fake news also on the same subject. So on my panel, we'll try just to understand or to find ways how we can avoid getting non-needed information. If I want to be how do you say, polite or diplomatic, but the goal is, of course, to understand how can I see a fake news from the beginning. What are the tools to see that? And of course, to avoid being misinformed in any subject that might be interesting for me.
Who are some of the guests that you're going to be having on your panel?
Well, we're gonna have a very good, well, honorable, I can say, list of guests coming to Astana. And we were gonna have one governmental person from the Ministry of Information. The Vice Minister of Information of Kazakhstan is gonna join. We have, of course, like a very special guest coming from the United States is Mr. Richardson, who was twice who served as a secretary under Bill Clinton and under Obama, and he was also the ambassador of the U.S. in the UN for several years. Also, he was nominated, I think, 3 times for Nobel Prize, and recently he's in charge, I can say, officially from Joe Biden government to deal with the negotiations to free the political hostages in Russia, and lately he succeeded to free to exchange a very notorious Russian gun dealer. Family name is Victor Buta, the famous one that everybody knows him after the movie that was done by Nicolas Cage, and a famous basketball player, not famous, a known basketball player from the United States. This was like maybe 6 months ago. So Mr. Richardson was the one who have done the negotiations with the Russians, and of course with the American side, which is not at all an easy thing to do, especially in our days. My interest with him is, of course, to ask him about the influence that there are lots of fake news during the time when he was negotiating to free the hostages, and for like almost for a year we get the news that the deal is done. Like we get it at least 3 times, and 3 times it was fake.
Yes.
So I would like, of course, to ask him and to know his opinion about how the fake news, how it influenced the terms of negotiations, and if it was really a problem or an issue when he was doing all the talks with both sides.
Yes. Who else is participating in the conference?
We have also a Kazakh human rights activist his name is Vitaly Voronov. He was the founder of Transparency International of Kazakhstan. And we have also the head of investigations of the American company Kroll, Kroll. It's a big audit company. It's one of the biggest in the world. That they do not only due diligences to companies and individuals, but also they do lots of intelligence work to help global companies, and sometimes to build back their reputation, or just in different difficult cases for big companies and politicals also. So this is going to be a premiere that this level of this kind of companies is coming to Kazakhstan, and of course the fact that he's gonna be on our panel is a big plus for us.
Why was Astana, Kazakhstan, selected as the location for the conference?
Astana had a difficult, has been a year that they were in turbulence, I can say. Beginning more than a year, beginning from January 2022, it was one month before the invasion of Russia to Ukraine, and they were like. Until today, nobody knows really what happened, but it looked like a coup d'état on the time, and of course, and since then, President of Kazakhstan, Mr. Tokayev, is doing his best to put Kazakhstan again very strongly on the international map, and not only as a country that has different resources in energy, but also as a country where freedom of speech is respected, where people can come and freely have dialogues about different issues. And from my point of view, I believe that the fact that they are doing all this international how do you say, big events, give the country more credit and a kind of protection also with their big neighbor Russia. So they and lately, I don't know if you have seen when President Tokayev was invited to Russia to a economical forum or something. So he was there, even very open, talking about the fact that Belarus and Russia now they are like two people in one country or something like that, and he talked about the nuclear risk of that might be coming from Russia and Belarus, and he even called it in front of the Russian president and Belarusian president. He called it as a problem, and he was saying that we don't know yet how to deal with this problem, pointing on both presidents. So he's not in an easy how do you say situation, and I believe that all this big forums can just give again, same thing, I'll repeat it, is giving more protection to Kazakhstan and the Kazakh people.
Thank you very much for joining me, Walid. This is Walid Arfush in Astana, Kazakhstan, where he is this week participating in the Astana International Forum.
Thank you, John, for inviting me, and I'm looking forward to always watch your videos and read what do you do on your blog. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All the best.